What is going on, guys? Welcome to this case study. This is going to be an absolute banger. You know, something that most people and most brands will never experience. This is how we took one of our e-commerce clients from $10,000 a month to over $1 million a month in sales in just 18 months using our growth partner program. You can see on the left here, April 2022 is when they onboarded with us. They were doing $13,000 a month. In the middle of November, October 23rd to around November 22nd, we have done, and this is before Black Friday, they have done over $1 million a month, guys. This is a crazy case study. Again, just to showcase the proof here, this is the video of the actual Shopify account. You can see April, they were doing $13,000 in revenue. May, our first month working with them, May 2022, they did $19,000 in revenue. And in the last 30 days, guys, they've generated over $1 million in sales. And in today's breakdown, I'm going to be showing you exactly how we did this. Before we do, as always, who are we? Who am I? Guys, my name is Jordan Bazouzi. I'm the CEO and founder at New Reach Media. We're an e-commerce growth partner for 7- and 8-figure brands, right? We're not an ads agency. We're a full stack team specializing in paid advertising, conversion optimization, retention marketing, and user-generated content. And it's actually what we're going to be talking about in today's case study and video and breakdown. I'm going to be walking you guys through the before and after, the conversion optimization, the content we utilized with this brand, the paid traffic strategy, the email and SMS strategy, as well as the influencer and affiliate strategy we used to help this brand cross over $1 million a month. Again, guys, before working with us, I just want to quickly show you, this is 100% legit. Obviously, I'm not going to pop onto their Shopify store just for the sake of this case study. $13,000, $19,000 in the first month of working with us. Last 30 days, over $1 million in sales. And what's really cool, I actually found their original booking call and their Calendly link from when they scheduled a call to speak with our team. You can see they were doing $10,000 to $25,000 a month, and their goal was $100,000 a month, guys. It's insane to think that we legitimately 10x'd their goal, not even what they were currently doing in revenue prior to working with us, right? So in April, $13,000 a month, their AOV was $155. Guys, this is, by the way, a home goods brand. We'll dive into that in just a moment and below. Conversion rate was 1%. They were generating $0 a month through email marketing, and they were spending around $1,000 a month. So in April 2022, like I said, this home goods brand was actually referred to us by a current client, someone we're still working with. They were pretty much in the startup phase. So from the get-go, we would be managing all of their paid traffic channels, including email and SMS, and we ended up bringing on conversion optimization and user-generated content. But when we started with them, we had one main goal in mind, and that was to scale customer acquisition. And then, guys, the rest is history, right? After working with us, obviously, as you guys would have already seen, right, they're doing over $1 million a month. We actually might surpass 3 million a month actually in November, and that'll be a whole nother case study. But in the last 30 days, we generated over $1 million in revenue, $233 AOV, huge increase, 2.83% conversion rate, which is a massive increase as well. Last 30 days, we generated over $665,000 from email marketing. And in the last 30 days, we spent over $100,000 across Facebook and Google. So in the last 30 days, as we began to ramp up for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, guys, like I said, that's going to be an entire case study. We had spent over $100,000 a month across Facebook and Google, and we're generating over $500,000 a month from email marketing in that same time frame. And like I said, we're expecting over, $2.5-3 million month in the month of November. I'm going to walk you guys through the entire process that led us up to this point over the last 18 months and what got us here. So as far as conversion optimization, guys, not necessarily our first order of business when working with this brand was to improve the AOV, as we were already starting with a juicy AOV, right? $155. But through natural progression of the brand and optimization of the website, we were able to increase the average order value over 51% in the last 18 months. You can see that here, over $233 now. So improving this to $233 allows us to have a very juicy profit margin after our cost of goods, allowing us to scale quite aggressively with paid advertising. We simply implemented targeted upsells, product page upsells, as well as cart upsells, suggesting complementary products, things like that. And this simply alone resulted in a 51% increase in average order value. And as of right now, the AOV sits at $233 over those last 30 days. And we have a ton of plans to continuously increase this to $250, $300, whether it's going to be using post-purchase upsells and, further price increases, etc. That's going to be one of our main goals heading into 2024. And moving into the real bread and butter, guys, that's going to be the paid acquisition, right? This is what's driving the most of the results. It's going to be our main paid channels, Facebook and Google. Obviously, we didn't didn't scale these guys from 0 to 100 as they were only spending $1,000 a month prior, but this was a very gradual process where we were making sure that we're only increasing the budgets 20 to 30% at a time, as long as we're maintaining our cost per acquisition. And to understand how much we actually did scale this brand, as of the last 30 days in 2023, right, we're spending over $100,000 a month across these platforms, $89,000 on Google, as this is, again, we're focused on top of funnel new customer acquisition. $89,000 spent, 4.7x return on ad spend, guys, $54 cost per acquisition on a $255 product. We generated over $400,000 in revenue. And in Google, over the last 30 days, a 20x return on ad spend. Because this is a home goods brand, it doesn't necessarily have an extremely high search volume. We're working on scaling Google, but still 20x return on ad spend with a $13,000 ad spend. Again, we're not choosing not to scale Google. It's just that we're sort of capping out on the keywords there. And before I go ahead and actually pull back the ad accounts to show you, how we scaled on Google, how we scaled on Facebook, one of the biggest levers on Facebook was the utilization of our white labeled advertising. So if you're not familiar with what white labeled ads are, I have an entire YouTube video breaking that down, but essentially we're running ads to our website via different accounts, right? Whether that's an influencer or a brand. And the simple way to do this, you can see I have a little diagram on the right-hand side. You're simply going to get access to the Facebook account or the Facebook page and the Instagram page of the influencer or brand that you're partnering with. Go ahead and use Leadsy. I'm not going to break this entire SOP down. I've actually just filmed an SOP about that on Twitter and on YouTube. Definitely check that out. But then essentially from there, you're going to connect those accounts to your brand account. You're going to run a white label campaign, cold ad sets, retargeting ad sets from your brand and from the creator that you're partnering with. And you're simply just running ads to your website. And what happens here, guys, is you have the ability to leverage the reach and the trust of the account that you're partnering with, but as well as ultimately what happens here is there is a lower cost per click, right? Higher click-through rate, which drives a lower cost per click, which is driving a lower cost per acquisition. And this is one of the biggest levers that actually allowed us to scale on Google was paid advertising. You can see over these last 30 days, $87,000 spent. You can see 80% of the budget is split generally between 4 campaigns. Why? These have become our designated top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel campaigns, including top of funnel campaign, which is an Advantage Plus campaign that actually spent around $14,000 alone. A lot of our testing is not done on the campaign side, right? We're usually allowing these campaigns to run, upwards of, 6 months, a year, because we're doing the majority of the testing on the creative level and the ad sets, right? Essentially right now, we're currently cycling around for this brand 15 to 20 creatives a month, but we're probably going to be doubling this in 2024 as foreseeing this brand being able to spend around $10,000 a day continuously outside of Black Friday. So moving forward into the new year. So like I say, one of our biggest levers here was the utilization of white labeled advertising and performance UGC, right? That's one of our other services that allowed us to actually use and have a big influx of content, but use content that's actually handling objections, showcasing a problem to the person that's actually watching the ad. And then we're presenting obviously the product as the solution, which has been huge in terms of driving a much higher conversion rate. And then on Google, you'll notice, obviously, guys, like I mentioned, a much lower CPA, as this does tend to happen. But Facebook oftentimes is the initial touch point where someone finds out about the brand or about the product, and perhaps they end up converting later down the line, searching some sort of keyword. Long story short, these platforms piggyback off of one another, and especially because we're targeting people in so many different places, right? Facebook, Instagram, Google, etc., TikTok, we're overall just looking to have a great CPA overall. And when we're looking at our MER, as opposed to looking at each platform individually. And don't get me wrong, we are trying to scale Google, so that'll be something to keep an eye on. But of course, right, in regards to content, this brand did have amazing product photography and influencer photo shoots. However, like I mentioned, one of the biggest levers to us scaling on Facebook was the use of our performance user-generated content. And, essentially, this is where we're taking people through, like I said, a hook, problem, failed solution, product intro, features and USPs, product demo, benefits, desired result, using a strong call to action. Essentially, we're connecting these brands with a network of creators that we've already vetted. We're handling everything from A to Z as far as getting this content created for them, and allows our team from a marketing perspective to sort of have our hands on the control as far as even the creatives and the angles that we're taking in terms of improving on results. And then moving on, guys, I want to talk about their retention marketing. So this is actually, we were working with them prior, guys, but you can see we only started working with them and getting their email marketing launched generally around November as of last year. Last year overall, guys, this brand made $820,000 in revenue. Their first year of operation, over just around $164,000 $100,000 was generated from email marketing, 110,000, 113,000 from campaigns, 50,000 from flows. This is just those last 30 days, guys, right? So you can see the insane performance in the lift that they've had just on their email marketing, right? Last 30 days, they've generated over $1 million in sales. $654,000 of that revenue is coming through email marketing alone, $400,000 through our campaigns, and $253,000 from our flows. I'm not going to break down, our top performing flows, how we're segmenting audiences right now, as we have a ton of other case studies below this video if you're interested on watching that specifically on email marketing. But what I want you to understand is the insane improvement just from, last year to, what's happening now over these last 30 days, where we've generated literally over $650,000 just from sending emails, which is insane. Now, to wrap this up, guys, one of the biggest strategies that actually helped this brand scale was utilization of influencers and affiliates. So I'm going to give credit where credit is due. They did an amazing job as far as utilizing influencers and targeting them specifically, people who resonated with their brand ethos and actually had good engagement with the brand's target demographic, right? Really important there. It's, who cares about if they have good engagement? We want to make sure that the people that are actually engaging have the potential to be our customers. And they were tapping into a very diverse number of influencers, right? So people with, as high as nearly 2 million followers and high engagement, but people as well as, 4,000 or 5,000, 10,000 followers that as well had really high engagement, but we're targeting to, sort of two different areas of influencers. And in terms of affiliate marketing, we were using Social Snowball. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but we highly, highly recommend using Social Snowball because of the seamless integration with Shopify, essentially allowing you to convert customers into affiliates pretty much effortlessly, pretty much just automates the entire process as well as the referral system and even paying your affiliates. So I highly recommend you check that out. But in terms of campaign execution during sales periods, this was huge. Every single time we had a product drop, we had a new sale, especially for Black Friday, we synchronized influencer campaigns, like I said, like we did with Black Friday, ensuring maximum exposure and essentially driving a shitload of traffic to the website, allowing us to retarget literally tens and tens of thousands of people coming from different influencers in different areas of the internet. And obviously we were doing that as well for like exclusive promotions and giving the influencers codes, etc. But ultimately, this allowed us and played a huge role in terms of acquiring new customers and expanding the brand reach, was sort of partnering with so many different creators, obviously utilizing our ads and getting in front of thousands of, literally millions of people that way. But this is another great organic way to do it via influencers and affiliates. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Guys, this is something that most people will never see in their lifetime, right? We took this brand, again, I want to reiterate, from 10,000 a month in April of 2022 to November 2023, generating over $1 million a month using our growth partner program. If you're interested in working with us, guys, you want to work with our team, all of the links to apply and speak with our team are below. Whether you need help with your paid advertising, your email and SMS marketing, your conversion rate optimization, and user-generated content, I can guarantee that we have the strategy and the team to help take your brand to the next level. And this is actually going to be applicable to brands doing over, I gotta rewrite that, over $10,000 a month, as you guys would have seen in this video. So thank you so much for watching this case study, guys. Share this with someone who might find this interesting. As always, all the links to work with us are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next case study.